Oh, what's good? What's good? What's good? We back with another one. It's your boy B Neil, aka Emerald Thoughts, aka Fat Hoes and Hot Wings, and low key boy just got a new nickname today. Big B, aka Big B, back in this thing. Oh man, we got some Kevin Samuels crazy savage moments. Me personally, I've heard Kevin kind of roast some women, cap on women. To me, I never think it's like super crazy because a lot of times the women that he's talking to do a lot of like shaming tactics and shit like that, where they be like, well, who are you to talk? Or where's your wife at? Or haven't you been divorced 3 times? And a lot of times people don't like get mad at the women, whether it's because they're women and no one just cares, or since it's like passive aggressive and it's not like outright blatant disrespect. Well, it's still blatant disrespect in my eyes because I can see it, but a lot of people like look at it as passive aggressive, so they kind of like wave it off. Versus like Kevin Samuels say you build like a linebacker, or like Emmitt Smith, like people will say, oh, look at him being just like the white man. He's just an oppressor, just like he oppressor just like the white man. But to me, it's like a lot of times these conversations lead that way. After a man takes 3, 4, 5 insults, you cutting him off and all this other shit, he has the right to be frustrated and come at you how he want. Obviously, everybody's not perfect. People can do things better. But to me, like I said, I don't be thinking nothing's really out of pocket because, like I said, they be at his head just as much as he be at theirs. So I'm not sure if that's these moments that we about to see here, but let's get into it.
I guess he has like trust issues with women or whatnot. So I'm like sharing my location with him just to make him feel comfortable. Is that weird?
Have you had any therapy?
Yes, I have in the past.
You need to go back.
Oh my gosh, really?
You're already trying to make him feel comfortable 2 weeks into it.
Right.
That's too much proving to do. You're not his wife.
I'm just being nice and being like,
That's
hey,
not being
like,
no, it's not it's not being nice. It's being a people pleaser. That's not normal. That's not normal. You want to be nice? All right, let's go out a couple of times. I need you to give me $10,000. Be nice. Oh, be nice.
no.
I mean, come on, be nice. Come on, be nice. I need $10,000, and we need to go ahead and run the Soul Train on you. Be nice.
No.
Of course. So there are things that sound crazy to you.
Yes. Yes.
Sharing your location with somebody you've gone out with twice is crazy.
Okay.
It's definitely crazy. I don't know how that's a savage moment. It's definitely crazy. Just like some of these women, like, oh, I just met him 48 hours ago. I'm flying out. Like, bro, y'all make it easy for niggas to be killers or serial rapists and all this other shit. Like, y'all make it. Obviously, that sounds like victim blaming. But when you're doing shit like that, when you sharing your location, like, bro, you got to be smarter than that. When you going out and you just met the dude a day ago, you don't have any background knowledge. You don't know his people. You don't know where he's from. You don't even know if it's his real name that he's using. You have no fucking idea. That's some dumb shit. And that's not really victim blaming. That's just saying, hey, you could be a little accountable. Like, come on, bro.
I give myself a solid 9.8.
How she smiling? Right now, she a 5. 6. She a 6.
Being pretty is not enough for a lot of men because I'm pretty
Duh.
and I'm still single. So.
Duh.
What do you want?
When you ask your girlfriend what she want to eat.
I really don't know what I want because these men, they don't know what they want. A lot of men don't know what they want in women.
What?
You said you're how old again?
33.
33.
What men you dealing with that don't know what they want from a woman?
Regardless of what men want, you don't know what you want?
I mean, I know what I want, but...
Well, what is that?
She want to be married and a hoe. That's what she wants, but she can't explain that.
About ego? They're not willing to be honest.
To be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what I want in a man. Like, I've been screwed and fucked for so long, I don't know what I want in a man.
Just in this little bit of time of talking to you, it's been chaotic. I'm just asking you just the basic stuff about who you are and what you want. And the way you told the story is, yeah, you can't make this shit up, people.
To let you know, I have completely changed my life and made a 360.
The 360 puts you right back where you were, but I understand what you're saying.
I made a 180. I found Lord, and I got a man that's got money now. I rebuke.
You found the Lord?
Yeah.
Where'd you find him at? I don't know.
You find the Lord, but you get it on social media with a bra strap on and a towel. you ain't talking too much to God. Because he would have gave you a little more wisdom to know where that at in public.
It's lost.
I didn't know where the Lord was.
Okay. This is all inside of last 4 months, right?
3 months, 4 months. Yeah.
It's a lot of changing in 3 or 4 months. You said you got a man that has money now.
Yeah. I do. I just wanted to let you know also, I wear my bonnet.
We can tell you where your bonnet, bitch. You gotta. This bitch blew her nose. Like, trying to wave, do something. Like, come on, bro.
In public.
Don't get on.
I saw what you had to say about that. You know, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, like,
make this shit up. At the same time, you what?
Did you tell me shut up?
No. I said, go ahead. You said at the same time.
At the same time, I just don't see what the issue of wearing a bonnet in public is.
It's classless. It's tacky. It's ratchet. It's lazy. There's a million fucking things wrong with it. Come on, bro. Like, we roast KD because his fucking ankles ain't got lotion. We roast KD because he don't brush his hair. We roast that nigga because he don't take care of himself, whether he got a father in his life or not. Your motherfucking mama taught you how to lead a house. That's not how she taught you. If she did, that's a horrible mother. Come on, bro. Like, bro, you're a representation of your family name. You're a representation of shit. I mean, yourself. I would think you feel stupid walking out in public, but I guess you feel so egotistical. You find a way to flip that in your head. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Wearing do-rags in public, stupid. Niggas sagging is stupid. Bitches wearing bonnets is stupid. Bonnets is it's niggas sagging to me. If you like niggas that sag, well, that speaks to what class you are. If you like bonnets, then that on your head going out in public, then that speaks to what class you are. And back to when I had reacted, I actually reacted to this video with her in it. She go to like Penn State. Her dad's rich, but she acts just like a regular old hood black girl or a regular old ratchet black girl. Like that's would be a problem with a lot of black women. Like with black men, you do get those black men that want to act hood even though they're in the suburbs, but you get black men that don't care to be nerds. You do get those black women, but no one ever says they're appealing or attractive. Like, so a lot of women stray away from that shit. A lot of women. And for me, whether they be educated or not, they behavior traits be the same. A lot of times how they move be the same. Now, I think she's a special category because there's plenty of black women that would never leave a house like that. They care too much about their appearance to leave a house like that. But when I was referring to that, it's more their attitude when shit turns bad. They get right to going loudmouth. They get right to shaming and all this other shit, and it's no different. It's like, how can you, like, your parents work all this hard for you to still behave or dress like this? Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, you hustling backwards.
I got married, but I don't want to be with
You got married?
Yeah.
This lady's fucking wild.
You currently married?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ma'am. Are you trolling me?
No, I'm not.
A platform with 1 million folks actively talking about leaving your husband to get back with your ex.
Because he's...
And she truly don't see nothing wrong with this shit. Like, some women, fuck women, some people be so delusional in their own bullshit and find their own way to make themselves believe something can go away that they want and don't know how fucking crazy it is to outside. It's something reflective to when someone makes up a lie and a lie to them sounds 100% truthful and everything makes sense, all the ends tie and meet. But when you tell that story to everyone else, they frown their face up and look like, whether you capping or whether you lying about some shit, these niggas looking at you with the side eye like, come on, bro. Like, we know that's not the truth. Like, maybe it may be close to it, but that's not the fucking truth. And for her, like, she's similar to that. Like, she believed her own lie. She believed this. So, I don't remember who said this, but it's my last point for this part. Women or people in general, like, have these stories they tell about themselves. Some people's story is accurate to the life that they live. And I mean, if someone's telling their story and you look at them, you're like, that makes sense. This person's honorable. This person's a good person, whatever. Their actions match their words. A lot of people's story been made up in their head. Their actions don't match it. And so many other shits, but they still expect you to believe it or still to expect it to be like respectable. It's like, no, bro, I see the chaos all over that fucking story. I see the drama. I see the bullshit all throughout that story. And A lot of people, for some reason, they can't see it themselves because I guess they just force themselves to believe it, but that's just good imagination, I guess.
It's high value, and I felt like...
And the reason you want to break your covenant with God and wreck your home of the pipe fitter guy is because the previous guy was high.
Just imagine how the nigga at home would feel if he heard this. She gives no fuck about him. That nigga was just a stepping stone until she got back on her feet after her ex. And that, like, for this nigga, he probably madly in love. This nigga married, he probably got her in her house. But to think that you lay in the bed with a woman that's thinking about another nigga constantly like that, like, how can I get my ex back? That means you're fantasizing and romanticizing this idea of getting this nigga back. Why you sleep and live with me? Like, bro, as a man, that's crazy, because you know he ain't getting no ass. You know he getting attitude. And he putting up with it thinking like, oh, this is just marriage. I got to work through it. Nigga, she don't want to be with you. That's wild.
Value, meaning he earns more money?
Yeah, and his social status, how he looks.
What would the world say about that man?
It would say that this woman
He asked her if the man was doing this, if he was married to a woman, got married to a woman, and then asked to get his ex back, how would the world look at him?
back with is the one he always wanted.
She belongs to the streets.
No cap. Big streets.
Excuse my French, niggas alone, they always want to take me to court.
The fuck is this? Shark tail ass bitch.
What does that mean?
It means that it's like when I break up from with a guy.
That look like the nigga that's supposed to be behind her. They perfect match. This nigga look like nigga from Fat Albert.
Where I left them at. They don't
And she
right,
yug mouth.
so I have to move on. Is that right? Do you think that that's right of them?
Why are you such
bad,
a
y'all.
poor
I've been capping on her so much. Her face just threw me off. Come on, let's get it.
These, excuse my French, niggas alone, they always want to take me to court. Yeah.
Huh?
What does that mean?
It means that it's like when I break up from with a guy, I go through divorces because they can't take me, leaving them in the dust, in the dirt, where I
What is
left
she
them
talking
at.
about?
Because they don't act right, so I have to move on. Is that right? Because they don't act right, so I have to move on. Is that right? Do you think that that's right of them?
Why are you such a poor judge of character to pick me and you gotta leave?
Run that back. I couldn't really.
Oh damn.
Oh, she can't hear now.
No,
Oh damn. Why are you such a poor judge? No ma'am. I listened to what you said. You came in
Stacking on that nigga, goddamn. What you bloody crib, bitch?
and talk about how you feel like you in divorce court because you gotta leave these men in the dirt. And all I hear is you're a shit judge of character picking men because you don't leave quality men.
You absolutely right. So God, please stop sending me.
That's No, God ain't got nothing to do with it. No, God ain't got nothing to do with it. Please don't bring my God into this.
He couldn't have children anymore, and he was unaware of that. So I immediately divorced him because children was the outcome that I wanted to have. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Them vows don't be meaning shit when shit turn ugly.
I got married, so
I'm like, bro, for me, my marriage is physical and spiritual. I will be able to tell when this spiritual and physical connection is breaking. All that law shit, all these vow shit, all that shit, bro, that shit for the birds. Cause I'm not saying that marriage and long relationships can't happen, but motherfuckers don't be respecting them vows like that. And I rather say fuck them vows, cause what we say, actions over words. Fuck them fucking vows. Let me see them actions, and when them actions start changing, I can get the fuck out of that shit. Cause ain't no way in hell you supposed to be like, oh, through sickness and health, thick and thin, heaven or hell, whatever the fuck they say, and you just leave like that. She ain't even think about it. She ain't even process it. She didn't even have a conversation with the nigga and be like, what are the odds that you can have a baby if we keep trying? What are the odds that we can do something else? Like in general, like she didn't even try to have a conversation. She said she immediately vacated the premises, and that's marriage. Come on, bro, it's a regular relationship. Now you got a possibility of taking some shit from me, so nah, I don't play them games.
We could have children, and then he found out he couldn't have children after we got married. So now I am actively looking
Karma's a bitch. How do you know you're gonna be able to carry children to term?
Exactly. I know. I do know that. It is terrible.
And that's the thing. Like that happens to women all the time.
So
Flip this shit in reverse. If a man was to leave a woman because she can't have no kids no more because her eggs and shit or whatever, and he just divorced her the next day, you know how many women won't sign a petition that this nigga should be in jail? Come on, bro.
Seriously,
shit,
man,
not
it's
right.
not really a value judgment as much as I'm just trying to hold the mirror up to you because you say the shit you say to people around you, and they let you believe this stuff. I'm telling you, as somebody who got no dog in the fight.
Back to them stories you tell.
How old are you?
35. Play in all types of arenas.
She a miserable 35.
I work in those arenas. I work in all
She look high as hell.
those.
Okay, how about this? Do me a favor.
Okay.
Talk to me like I'm 4 or a Cocker Spaniel because you're not really saying anything. And you said you how old again?
I will let you guess.
I don't play these games. You'll either answer my questions or I'll bid you a good night.
43.
Okay. One thing I don't do is I don't do these things.
No,
I don't know you, so you've been married.
We all know this. Keep going.
Well, I will say this though: you've gone from 35 to 43, just like that. That's amazing.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Weirdo, bro.
This crazy.
That shit
I don't
weird,
like
bro.
liars.
That shit weird. Like, look how she's smiling. Like, bro, that's a maniac. Then a nigga might, like, so niggas are stupid. Don't get it twisted. Niggas do be stupid. He gonna see her beauty and not realize he gonna put her on a pedestal and not realize looking at other things and character traits and flaws and shit like that. Well, I ain't even gonna lie. She's single. So niggas probably are seeing the shit. Honestly, if we being real. But it be them niggas that's gonna see the beauty in her and then just be getting hoed. But what's funny is a lot of these women end up being single long term, whether it's because they can't function in a relationship long term and ask for a divorce or people leave them. So either way it go, they end up single in the long term. But a lot of times they be dragging men along through this shit. And for me, women love to say men ain't shit. It's both sides. You get it on both sides.
Best to
plenty of women ain't shit.
Not just to have a relationship. You don't have to put a title on everything, Kevin. That's what you need to start telling these people. A title, you don't.
No, I need to. What I need to do is I need to direct people to this video and show you what's wrong. You don't need to put a title on nothing. It needs to just be free flowing. Yeah, yep. And over here,
so
stuff works. Where you at, it don't.
Walking away from you or fucking somebody else.
You don't need to put a title on everything. You can have babies out of wedlock. You don't need to be married. You can do what you want to.
They want no structure.
We're the only community that operates like that. That's why we got to take power back from these mindsets.
So to me, I believe in structure. I just don't believe you have to bring in the government to it. Well, for spiritually, obviously having sex with someone bonds you, but it's not just one time thing. The more you have sex with someone, the more you sleep next to someone, the more you be with someone. People even say, oh, y'all look like brothers and sisters because y'all start to merge y'all spirits together. That's what it means to become one. You don't have to do that by signing a fucking certificate or whatever. So to me, it happens naturally, and you can see it happen naturally. In general, whether even with your animals, people, when you have an animal long term, they be like, bro, you look like your animal. Y'all spirit starts to merge and y'all start to look alike. Same with your girl or your homeboys. Y'all start to take the same language. Y'all start to speak the same mannerisms and all these other different things. Same body language, everything. So it's no different with your woman. And especially if she's following your lead or if you're following her lead, you start to be more feminine. And you can see that, and that's when shit end up failing. But you can see the merge happen. When it happens properly, a woman will follow after the man, and you can see how they merge. She starts to joke like him. She starts to speak like him, and so many other different things. So yeah, for me, I believe in structure. That's a spiritual structure that you really can't ignore, and I won't ignore that because I know sleeping with someone long term can bond my spirit with that person. And if you bonding spirits with negative people just because you want to have sex with them, that's stupid. So I have structure. I just don't believe in traditional marriage with the government, but I believe in marriage, like as far as the ring being the vagina and the finger being the penis. So like I said, you do that enough times with someone, y'all will be married. So and there's many other types of marriages, whether it's financial marriage, one of the dudes I know that I work with, he's like, I don't never want to get married, but him and his girl got a house together in their name. I was like, that's kind of marriage. Like being funny, but I'm like, that's kind of marriage. Like, it's ways to be married to someone, whether it's through business, whether through finances or whatnot. Like I said, spirit or whatever. So it don't just have to be straight through the government. So that's when I say I don't believe in marriage, I'm talking about signing them papers with the government, because I don't believe in government. So that's something to do with that. But if we was to be able to do that on our own and it be legit and no one question it or whatever, which I really could care less if someone questioned my relationship with someone, that's how I operate. I rather operate like that than going the traditional way of going through government.
You ever opened up something at the building, it came with instructions?
Of course.
And it came with parts?
Of course.
The way you're talking is you just start doing shit. You don't need the instructions. You don't need that. Just start putting shit together. Uh-huh. You want to live on the 5th floor of a building like that?
You got me sweating, Kevin. I'm going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go.
So when's the last time you held a job?
Like a year ago, I was cashier.
Okay. And is there an injury or something?
No.
She's just a bad
No,
person.
I was fired for being late.
So you just lazy?
No, it was.
So you just tried.
I was late.
Nice fingernails.
Thank you.
Did you do those yourself?
No.
You went and got them done?
Mm-hmm.
Who paid for that?
I paid for them.
With what?
With the unemployment money.
Are you trolling me?
No, but Kevin, don't you think I have to look like something?
And I think you need to grow up.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
If you were a man,
30, 28.
But the only reason you get away with this is because you got
that.
2 kids and you get unemployment. So
She got 2 kids.
Then you got the nerve to have these.
If there were no government, she would not be able to live like that. The TV show Bridge, it's some English shit that the women love. Bridgeland or Burlington Coal Factory, some shit like that where they dress fancy, talk old. If you have a baby before you are married, oh, you're damn near fried, because who wants to take on that responsibility and burden? But now the government has no choice, blah, blah, blase, because this is the agenda they pushing, what they actually want to be us relying on the government. But at least the Democrats do. Yeah, like her, she wouldn't even be able to live that lifestyle. And the fact she have 2 kids, like that's wild to even be, for her to even be that comfortable. It's crazy to me.
These fingernails up like you got money to pay for them. There's a football player, Brian Banks. He spent 5 years in jail. The woman who accused him of lied about it. She got $2 million in some sort of settlement or something, blah, or whatever. Then she was found out to be lying. Video evidence proof her confessing that she made the entire thing up. Has she served 1 day in jail? Nope.
But she had to get her
So when
money
they
back.
lock your son up,
Probably
take his rights, ruin his life, not his, because once that's out there, it's there forever. It never goes away. No. And
I
then
raised
if she,
my son right. I don't think my son would ever be in that situation.
You stupid
I'm
bitch.
just saying.
You stupid bitch.
I want you guys to understand what she just
She's
said.
stupid bitch. So you don't know life.
I don't think he'd ever be involved in that situation. You mean involved with a vindictive, lying woman?
Yeah.
Do you live in the United States of America?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever heard there's no scoring like a woman's or whatever the fuck the saying is? She could have been perfectly fine when I met her. I could have used all the things that you taught me to pick women. We break up, she just can't get over that. Or I want to break up, or something can't happen, and she just can't, something about her mind just can't process this out productively. She start acting crazy. Shit happens. Like, what happens with men happens with men.
That
Women.
sounds bad.
You're making it sound bad. Yeah.
It's the truth. You have a 3-year-old who's a cancer survivor, and you're about to go out and put her off on not your mother, but your mother's mother.
Oh, she's in her like 80s right now. I mean, I'm happy like you're actually talking to me about this, because I would never know. Like,
Bitch, you know that shit ain't right. No one
What
just
is
checked
so
you on it, so you
goddamn
just let it
important that
go.
you got to get out to drop a 3-year-old with an 80-year-old?
Honestly, nothing. Like I was honestly just trying to go out and like, you know, I haven't been
Blow off steam.
Yeah, I mean,
treating you the way that you feel like you should be treated or how you deserve to be treated. So it's
She
always good to have a
fucked up
backup
drunk.
plan.
She ain't
But
been like
I'm not saying
chilling
have a
drunk.
backup plan because you should be faithful to your man always, no matter what.
Well, okay. Have you been drinking?
Have you been drinking?
No, we don't play that shit. You know how that goes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I have.
Yeah, we don't do that shit. I don't play
No,
that
the
snarky
same
ass
thing
comment.
as last time.
No, I don't play
Nigga,
that.
she so
snarky
drunk,
comment.
her face lagging.
Okay. So here's the thing. Okay,
Same thing.
She got a face lag, nigga.
Yeah. Last notice. I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to respond to your statement.
All right, go ahead.
If you're saying a man is not treating you right, get another man.
But the thing is,
No. Because if I flipped it up and saying if your woman ain't doing what you want to, and I told a man to go out and get some more ass, you wouldn't like it.
I needed more context.
You don't worry about. You don't have to ask the guy the kind of money he has because the men you typically date are older and have money.
Yeah. But I think, I mean, in general,
but my point is, men your age wouldn't have stand a chance with you because most don't have money. Thank you.
Right. But to each their own. Everyone is different. I think that
each is everybody's different. We're more alike than anything else. And the bottom line is this: would you like to be married one day?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to be submissive and obedient to your husband? There she goes. You can't make this shit up, people. You can't make it up.
You're not really being savage. That's the only thing about this.
Why didn't you marry the man you chose to have a child with?
He wasn't good enough for me.
Well, then okay. So what I need you to understand, on the open dating market,
but he was good enough to have your child. You know how crazy that is? You know how crazy that fucking is? Like for me, bro, like I've gotten lucky, but for me to be where I'm at now, bro, I take having a kid ultra serious. It's no way. I will feel like a shit person if I'm not able to set up shit before my kids get here. If I still have the luxury to have a plan to do that, like, bro, I'm gonna do my best to provide for my kid, and that goes with the person I pick as well. I'm not just trying to have a kid with any old person because, like, bro, nigga, I want my kid to be able to be like, hey, we don't have trauma at 10, like what? Like, so this shit is important. Like, I don't understand. Like, for you, like, you literally was just like, fuck your kid, basically. Like, you literally just said your kid ain't that important for you to have that type of process, like that thought process. Like, you thought clearly enough to be like, I don't want to be with this person long term, but you couldn't do that before you had the kid. Like, and you don't like think that's okay. Like, I don't know, bro.
You come into the open dating market with a baby from a man you say wasn't good enough for you. To us, to men like myself, to men with good sense, that would says she is a poor judge of character because she gave a man the highest honor a woman can give any man on the planet, a child. And then she gave a man who wasn't good enough for her a baby. Sorry, ma'am. Don't get upset because
I agree with that.
But if you agree with it, then understand
I agree
there's
with
a
that
reason.
part, but I also want to say that I'm allowed to make poor judgments in my life because
you are. But you are. Stop. No, yeah, you are. But we don't have. But understand. So listen. You are, but the world does not owe you understanding.
So I cheated a lot in the beginning. Then I ended up leaving him. He cheated once, and I couldn't get over it. And I haven't been able to get a solid relationship since then.
Child with him, and then a child after him.
The child after him was like a revenge thing. I was upset. Yeah.
Okay, right.
And I had a child by his cousin.
Oh, Jesus.
My question is, I'm trying not to be salty towards like all men, And I'm trying
Why should you be salty? I mean,
they're just a group of people that have been raised horribly, and as they get older, their actions just stink. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, when Chris Rock said there's niggas and then there's niggas, like, I had a big like gripe with that for so long, but bro, they are, and I'm not even talking about black people. Like, in general, like, there's this group of, like, in all races and all cultures and all religions, there's just this group of unclassy ass people, bro. And they move so reckless, and they make it worse for the whole. And it's like, I don't think we have done a proper job of like castigating them, or like at least like acknowledging that behavior shouldn't be widely accepted, or what shit used to be. Now we got to the super liberal shit, honestly. And it's showing, bro, because these people are being able to move and do these things and actually live lives with people and hurt people. Like, we talk about, oh, who started it? Who's worse, men or women? At this point, who fucking knows? It's probably the same. It's probably equal. And like, who started it? Who fucking knows? But at this point, if no one corrects the behavior, like, it's just going to keep, more women are going to get hurt and more men are going to get hurt because no one's really correcting the behavior. They're just pointing fingers and all this other bullshit. And she's one of the reflections of that, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Maybe she got with a nigga that was just thirsty as fuck and ruined his fucking life. But like, at the end of the day, bro, this shit's so tacky. She's fucked his cousin and had a kid. Like,
what you just said is you told a story.
Like, what do you think your kids are gonna think of you? Like, nigga, they're gonna figure this out. Like, wait, my brother is my cousin, right? Wouldn't his brother be his cousin? Yeah. And my dad is my brother's cousin. No, my dad is my brother's dad cousin. What? Like, you don't think they're gonna think about this shit, bitch? You're weird.
Where you were a young woman dealing with a man, and for 10 years,
some people don't have the right to, I said it on another reaction, speak. Some people don't have the right to lead. Some people should not have the fucking right to parent. Just like you got to get a marriage certificate. I know if you leave it to the government, they're going to find some way to start fucking people. But if we truly had a good system, bro, to figure out you should not be like parent, like you shouldn't be a parent. Like, how, like, nigga, it take more requirements to get a house or apartment than it is to get a kid. Nigga, I got to make 3 times my amount of my rent to get this hoe. But to have a kid, nigga, nigga, just have them. You be broke as fuck. You cannot be able to take care of yourself. Now, there are CPS and shit like that, but I'm talking about preventative measures. Like either you gotta go to abortion, or you gotta get that baby up, or you gotta find some family immediately, or something. You gotta get supervised from the jump with parenting this kid. Something. There has to be something that we can figure out when people are not deemed necessary, like are good enough. Because you was to like grade her before she start having kids, or at least having that second kid. Like, no, man, we can't have another.
Fucking around. He cheats one time.
No,
and you bounce.
not the whole 10 years. Not the
Doesn't
whole
matter.
10.
It doesn't matter. 10 years, 3 years, 5 years, you were cheating a lot.
Yeah.
He cheats one time, then you decide to get salty and leave, and then on the way out, you screw his cousin and have a baby with him.
But it's not like his blood.
And I'm just getting the story right, man.
Well, look, man, this video drugged the fuck on. I didn't even realize it was 15 minutes, and then there was so many good topics that came through here. But y'all love Canvas Simmons. I'm sure y'all gonna eat this video up. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for subscribing. I appreciate it. We just now starting, but the grind will continue, man. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna keep shining. Your boy's out. Hey, real quick. Look, y'all tuning in Absolutely Unsure under my boy D-Fran page. That's DIFRAN. You can find our shit on there, or you can just type in Absolutely Unsure on YouTube, SoundCloud, whatever. It's gonna pop up. But we out. Peace.